It's so hot. I don't even feel like I'm in London right now. I feel like I'm on some safari trek. Hello and welcome back. It is my 8-month update and I think it actually is today. So today is my 8-month update. Summer's here, really hot. Got a new nail colour which is like a corally pink. I'm wearing like bright colours and who is this person? I don't know. First things first. So actually I woke up this morning and went onto my YouTube and I've seen that I've got 1,000 subscribers. So thank all of you for subscribing. A lot of you watch my videos and don't subscribe. I don't know why, because you keep coming back. So I mean, if you've watched 2 or more of my videos, you might as well subscribe because you clearly like what I'm doing. So hit the subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button, which is just down there, and also there should be a little B here if you're watching it in full screen. Click on that, it'll take you right to my subscription button. Right, so 8 months. First of all, I am totally done with this heat. I'm done. I've always said I don't like summer, I don't like heat, and this year is no different. We have a heat wave in the UK and it's like 30 degrees every day. Yes, we're happy for the sun. Yes, we're happy for some warm weather, but this heat is killing me. I'm suffocating, I'm sweating, I'm melting. First thing I've got to say is that my arms are really playing up. Like, they're really thickening now because I've been scratching. Here, it's like really tough and it's, it just looks really bad at the moment. It's very, very itchy as well. I cannot stop scratching it. And it's the only place in my body that I'm having issues with. My neck is also not liking this heat and the sweat. So when I'm out, it does collect here and it does make me itch. The skin isn't breaking, it's not flaking or anything, but it's just irritated because of all the sweat and the heat. And I could wear my hair up for the back of my neck, but as I've shown you guys, it's quite discoloured. So that's why I do keep my hair down to kind of hide it. So it's just something I've got to deal with. Excuse me. Do you know what? As bad as my arms are looking, I go out in t-shirts, vests. I don't let it hold me back. It's not an issue for me. I'm not going to hide like I used to when I was younger. Definitely not. But it's the sweating. It's the constant moisture on my skin, the salty moisture on my skin that kind of burns because I have been scratching, and that's what's annoying me. It's just not nice. I can't deal with it. So I think it was last week I went to a TSW meetup and it was really good. There were loads and loads of new faces. Some people I had been speaking to on Facebook or Instagram, but I'd never actually met them. I got to meet them that day, so that was good. I think with the meetups, we're trying to make them more regular, as in one every month. So, I mean, if you live in London, just try and join a Facebook group. I'll leave some in the description box and then you can join the next one. We do them in central. Some people travel from outside London to come. There's a guy that comes from Kent. He takes one train in and yeah, he just wants to be part of a meetup, and I think this was his first meetup this time. So that was good for him. I actually got to meet Cara finally after like 3 meetups. I think this is the 3rd meetup. And the last 2 she couldn't come. She said she was coming and couldn't come, and I finally got to meet her, and it was just amazing to see how beautiful her skin was. I mean, if you follow people on Instagram for TSW, you would know who Cara is. She wrote a book about TSW. She's documented her journey on Instagram, and she makes like yearly updates, I think, on YouTube as well. And it was just nice to meet her, and she is so tall. She reminds me of Nicole Kidman. She's got like red hair, really long red hair, but she's very tall and has like porcelain skin. She reminds me of Nicole Kidman. I remember at the meetup, I was telling people about how like I'm scared to say that I'm healed, but it's very evident that my skin has changed. So I remember talking to Steph. I think she was sitting opposite me, and then I think I just said something like, how long do you have to be in the clear for you to say that you have healed completely? And she gave me a figure of 2 years. So from the day that you say that you are healed, you have no like rebounds, no setbacks, no more flare-ups, like bad flare-ups that would be considered worse than eczema. And she said 2 years, and I'm like, okay, that's a good figure, because although my skin is healed, like I've said a million times before, I am very aware that tomorrow it could go downhill again. But as of like now, it's been 2 months. that my skin has been good. As in, no more flaking, no more red skin, no more oozing, none of that. I just have sensitive skin now, if that makes sense. So as you know, I've been doing videos for this detergent brand. There's another one coming out soon, and they gave me a free ticket to the allergy event. I didn't even know it was happening until my friend told me, but it's basically the allergy and free from event. So they sell loads of foods and cosmetics and stuff like that that are free from gluten, dairy, perfumes, scents, stuff like that. And I had a good time. I went by myself. I was only going to go for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and I kind of got sidetracked there because there were so many stalls. Loads of stalls were giving like free samples of food, and I had to keep asking them, does this have nuts in it? And a lot of stuff did. So it's good that stuff does not have gluten and dairy, but people with nut allergies were kind of stuck, because I went to, I think it was an ice cream stand, and it was dairy-free ice cream. They had like a hazelnut ice cream and a peanut ice cream, and then even the plain one still had nuts in the ice cream. Not as a flavour, but as an ingredient, so I couldn't have any of those. I am allergic to soy, kind of. It's a very weird tingle that I get in my mouth, so technically the ice cream just wouldn't work for me at all. There were loads of stores selling like breakfast bars, Nutri-Grain bars, and a lot of those had peanuts and hazelnuts and almonds and all these things in there. And it's just like, I must just be a very awkward person to try and feed, because I have a lot of allergies. What I did walk out of that place with, ironically, was alcohol. This lady was giving out samples of this vodka. It's called Thunder Vodka. And I heard a lady next to me saying, oh my God, that's the vodka that we tried. Oh my God, it's amazing. So I'm like, I'm not the biggest vodka fan in the world, but I thought, let me try. There was a rhubarb flavour or a toffee flavour. I tried the toffee, and the minute that hit my tongue, sold. I was like, yeah, give me a bottle, buying it now, because it just tasted so good. It was like so creamy, and the vodka's so smooth. It doesn't give you that harsh alcoholic burn on the way down. It's so smooth. I asked her where you can get it from, and the way she was describing it, it seemed like I would have to either order it online or travel into central London just to get a bottle. So I thought, I'm here, I might as well buy one. So I bought a bottle of alcohol. I've been pretty busy at work. It's the last part of the term, obviously. They've had their exams, and now it's kind of like the fun bit where they can go to open days, little seminars at other unis, and just little fun things. I've been on 2 this month, one to UCL, one to Imperial. After that trip to Imperial College, I was in Kensington, and I just thought, you know what, I'm around the corner from Harvey Nichols, and I wanted to get some of the Fenty Beauty foundation. So I walked in there, and I was looking at all the shades. I assumed I was probably in the 400s, and this makeup artist came up to me, and she was like, hi, can I help you? I was like, yeah, do you know what, can you match me, please? I sat down in the chair, and I just quickly explained to her, I was like, by the way, I have eczema, and I have a lot of scars on my face. And she was looking at me, she's like, I don't see any. I was like, well, when you take the makeup off, you'll see them. So I said to her, is it possible to match me to my forehead? Because that, I believe, is like my natural skin colour. And plus, it's like the darkest area on my face, so technically it should match my body, because like I've said before, my face is the lightest part of my body, and my neck is darker than my face, and my body is lighter than my neck. Very weird, it's just how it happens. So I just thought, if I match myself to the darkest part of my face, it should even my whole colouring out. So she got like a wet wipe, she started rubbing away at my forehead, and she goes, oh yeah, I see it. And I was like, yeah, it's just been like months of like basically a wound or a patch that just wouldn't heal, and now I'm left with this. And she goes, it's not that bad, you know, like you probably think it's worse than other people. And I was like, yeah, I'm very aware that I think it's worse, because most people don't even notice it. But she tried 4 different shades on me. I think she tried 400, 410, 420, 430. She put 4 different streaks on my forehead with the 4 colours. Gave me a mirror. She goes, go outside and tell me which one you think is best. Stay outside for like a minute, let it dry, see if the colour changes, and tell me which one you like best. So out of all the colours, I picked 410. So I mean, if you are around my complexion and you haven't tried the Fenty, you might be about 410. I've also heard that the 370 in the Fenty is when they both dry down is really similar to the 410, and I never tried the 370. So next time I go there, I'm going to try 370, and maybe I can mix them, especially when winter comes and I might be a bit paler than I am now. But I don't know if anyone can tell. Does it look good? Does it look bad? I'm sweating a lot right now. I can tell that I'm a lot shinier than I normally am. But that's really it, guys. I'm still stable. My arms are a bit itchy. And yeah, 8 months. I've made it to 8 months. The last 2 months have been the best for me since May. They've been the absolute best. Sometimes I even forget that I've been through this journey, if that makes sense. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. It's like your body makes you forget the struggle that you went through so that you can move on. And sometimes I sometimes go on my Instagram and look through the pictures and I'm like, wow, I don't even remember it being that bad, or I can't even imagine myself in that place again because it's past, and I don't, it's literally been tucked away into my memories and I don't want to think about it anymore. It's really crazy how your body recovers, like mentally as well as physically. But thank you all for being so active in the comments and following on Instagram, liking the pictures there, commenting on those as well. It's just a really nice community that we have here, I think. Any questions you have, just ask. There's nothing to hide anymore. I've literally shown it all. So you can email me as well on Instagram or on here. I will answer as truthfully as I can. And also, one of my followers on Instagram messaged me last night saying that there was this YouTuber who mentioned me in one of his videos. His name is TheGamer2323, and his video is called What is Happening to My Body? And I just thought, yep, he's obviously realised something about the steroids. But I watched his video last night. It was about 30 minutes long, and he's basically saying that he's watched my videos. He knows that I've gone through withdrawal, and he's kind of seeing the point I'm making about these steroid creams, and he doesn't really want to use them. He wants to find alternative creams, but his skin really is breaking out and he thinks it's because of summer. I totally agree. But yeah, I messaged him on his video. He hasn't got back to me yet, but I mean, if he's watching this video, hi Jeremy, thank you for mentioning me in your video. It was a really good video. I enjoyed listening to it, and his concerns about his body and how it makes him feel, and he showed all of his scars, like on his back, his chest, his arms. I can relate. I'm exactly the same way. So it was nice hearing a guy talking about their experiences, because like he said in his video, the majority talking openly about eczema are female. But last thing I want to say was that my last video got a really good response. I mean, out of all my updates, my last month's update has the most views, and it's been out the shortest amount of time. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's more people following the story now, so this is where they're kind of like jumping in, or maybe because of the subjects that I touched on about having kids, and just having like Steph and Amara talk about their stories as well. And I think people can see like what we're trying to do, or that they're really not alone. There's not just me, there's other people all in this with me. We're doing something, and I think that's why people responded so well to that video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and subscribing. So I will see you in the next video, and hopefully it won't be as hot. Bye.